Hey sisters, I want to talk to you today about one of the many names of God, and that is Redeemer. You may have heard that word from the book of Job, or maybe in the book of Ruth, or perhaps you heard that song. But what is a Redeemer? What do Redeemers do? And why is God called a Redeemer? I'm going to give you a little analogy. Let's say you know someone that goes bankrupt, right? What happens when someone goes bankrupt? Usually their accounts close. They may have to put their home for foreclosure. Their credit score plummets. But then, let's say a judge comes and the judge says, I'm going to keep your accounts open. And not only am I going to keep your accounts open, I'm going to deposit $5,000 in that account so that you have something. And that house, I'm going to buy it for you. I'm going to pay for it in full, in cash. So don't even worry about a mortgage payment. And I'm going to talk to the banks about your credit score. Don't worry about your credit score. It's going to be fine. That is redemption. That judge redeemed that person from bankruptcy. He didn't only keep his accounts open. He didn't only let him keep his house. He put money in his bank and he bought the house for him. And he's gonna also talk to the banks to make sure his credit score is okay. That's being redeemed. That's what redemption is. And that's what God does for us. How does God do that for us? God does that for us first through saving us from our sin and giving us eternal life, right? When we believe in Him. But that's not the only thing God does for us, right? God blesses us here and now. He heals us. He comforts us. He provides for us when we believe that He will, right? We get eternal life in heaven and all of this on earth. We get heaven and all the blessings that He gives on earth to those who will receive Him and believe Him for those things. But remember, obedience comes before blessing. Sometimes God is graceful and He will bless you anyway. But if you want the overflow, right? If you want to experience where I think David writes, my cup overfloweth, right? My cup overflows. If you want to experience that, obey God, and then you will experience all the blessings. He's going to give you all the blessings, more than you can ever imagine. Like when Paul writes, no man can even think about what God has planned for him. The way that those plans come, or the way that those plans are manifested, is through your obedience. So remember, obey God, and He will be your Redeemer. That's my prayer, that you will be redeemed.